Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about the different types of approaches in psychology. The idea of an approach is to have a general view of what causes behavior. Some psychologists think that the way we behave is because of inheritance, and some believe behavior is learned. Psychologists call it nature and nurture. Nature is what you are born with, and nurture is your life experiences. The biological approach explains behavior in terms of physicality in our brains and bodies. This includes our genes. The biological source that causes behavior is the brain. The brain produces chemicals called neurotransmitters, like serotonin. The chemicals have a vital role in regulating our moods. Another really important thing is the endocrine system, as it produces hormones like adrenaline. These hormones have a big impact on behavior. Physical methods are also used to investigate behavior by this approach. Brain scans show the structure and functioning of the brain. Researchers use the brain scans to relate them to normal as well as abnormal people. Brain scanning has developed over years to help increase our understanding on how the brain relates to behavior. Research on animals can be helpful too, as we can't change the human brain to see the effect on behavior. The biological approach is mainly nature, even though certain aspects can be changed by nurture. The influence of experience on our behavior is the main concept of the behaviorist approach. Basically, we are born as blank slates, and our experiences are what shape us. I'm just going to say this. Some of these big terms I mention in this video, they will be explained in slightly more detail later on and in my next few videos. Right, so basically we either learn things through association or reinforcement. Association being classical conditioning and reinforcement being operant conditioning. Like cats, for example, they will come running to the cupboard door as soon as they hear it open, and this is because they have learned to associate that noise with food. Also, treats for animals like cats and dogs are like rewards, and they just reinforce the behavior, making it more likely to happen again. These are just two examples of classical and operant conditioning. Scientific psychology is associated with the behaviorist approach. Behaviorists tend to use the experimental method, as it involves precise and objective measurement of behavior in controlled conditions. The behaviorist approach uses animals because it sees no difference between humans and animals' behavior. The psychodynamic approach started from Sigmund Freud. Sigmund believed that the causes of our behavior lies within the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind tends to be closed off to us, but is really active. The iceberg analogy is quite often used to describe and represent the unconscious mind, which has a powerful effect. The conscious and unconscious mind have parts where there is some sort of dynamic conflict. When we dream, we get a glimpse of this conflict. So for that reason, Sigmund brought about the concept of a dream interpretation to help psychologists to understand the unconscious mind a lot more. The psychodynamic approach emphasizes the importance of childhood experiences, as they have a major impact on the development of our personality and behavior during adulthood. The humanistic approach is based on the concept of the self, concerning things to do with your self-concept and your self-esteem. Self-concept means how you see yourself, and self-esteem means how you feel about yourself. This approach also emphasizes the importance of being able to make rational choices of our own. The other approaches say that to an extent, our behavior is directed by other forces that are not always under our control, like our genes, our thought patterns, the environment, or even our unconscious mind. Humanistic psychologists believe that prediction or control is not the goal of psychology, but it is to understand the person as a whole. Cognitive approach focuses on thinking, our feelings, beliefs, attitudes, and the effects they have on our behavior. The computer metaphor explains how our minds work. It's basically like computers. We process information. Mental disorders such as depression have been explained using this approach. Depression, according to the cognitive approach, happens because people think negatively. And when they think negatively, they put the worst possible interpretation on events and brush off the good events or things that have happened to them. Many people with depression have the mentality that things will never get better. This approach suggests that depression lies in the way the people are thinking rather than in real life. As a key research method, cognitive psychologists use lab experiments. Behaviorist psychologists use the same method but have zero interest in what's going on inside their brain, whereas cognitive psychologists do. Cognitive psychologists are interested in the processes that go on in the brain. They are mainly interested in what they really like and how that links to the behaviors we observe. Psychology is a really broad subject, but that's why it's so interesting. These different approaches reflect the fact that human behavior is extremely complex and can't be understood fully with just one approach. This has grown over the years, and because of this, there has been a development in the eclectic approach. Psychologists that don't really use a certain approach can use this one. Methods from other approaches are used as well as assumptions and explanations in the eclectic approach. To put it in simple words, this approach just aims to choose what is the best in the different approaches and methods. So this is the end of my video. The information I have used is cited in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe for more videos. Bye!